The countdown is on for the big celebration for Michigan Central Station.
And Detroit's digging into its rich music history to commemorate the grand reopening. This special concert is set to be a star-studded performance by Motown's own Diana Ross, Big Sean, and Jack White. It'll be produced by Eminem.
Crews are now working to build out that massive stage. Take a look. It's right there on campus as buzz builds for the train station's unveiling. 7 News Detroit reporter Whitney Burney is talking to former train station employees, longtime Detroiters, and city leaders about what the revitalization means.
You may not be able to see it as clearly right now with the tarps up, but there are dozens and dozens of workers here at Michigan Central Station working to put those final touches on the building and the grounds before that grand reopening later this week. And as the excitement builds here in Corktown, the city is also excited about what it will mean for the future of Detroit. Anchored in Corktown for generations.
My parents bought the house across the street in the 1920s. And we've been here on Vinewood ever since.
Joan Hitch can vividly remember time spent with her mother at Michigan Central Station.
It was always imposing, a beautiful structure. And during the Second World War, there was a room where the USO operated for years and years. And that seems to have been forgotten.
Hitch's mother, one of the ladies volunteering there to assist service members passing through.
It had marble floors. It had decor I had never, ever seen before. The trim work and millwork that was in that building was, like from the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Images also still clear for David Strange, who worked at the depot fresh out of high school in 1967.
It was a shame to see it go downhill, but it was like everything else in Detroit. Things were falling apart.
After the last train left the station in 1988, the building sat idle and deteriorated for years. Then in 2018, Ford Motor Company purchased it and began rehabbing. The 30-acre campus now set to include shops, offices, and a hotel, which will reopen on Thursday.
First of all, look what it's already doing for Corktown, raising the property values, making it a great place to visit. There's so many already cool restaurants and places to be here.
A renovation exciting for city leaders.
There's so much history here. And again, for something that was like maybe the poster child of what was wrong with Detroit is now going to be the poster of what's happening here and what's making it right.
A new life for a piece of Detroit history.
It's wonderful. It puts a grin on my heart, not in just my face. It puts a grin on my heart that we're starting to see some of that old Detroit come back.
In Corktown, Whitney Burney, 7 News Detroit.